Alright, here we are. I am playing Blue-White Control with Narset, Teferi as the new cards, rather. Kefnet, Spark Double, Ugin, one Blast Zone, probably a second one if I owned more, but I do. And a Karn's Bastion. I think this is not too bad. Can proliferate some of your Planeswalkers and even the Blast Zone if that ever comes up. And all the other cards are just from older sets. You got Treasure Map, Search for Escanta. I took out Dawn of Hope. 5 counter spells. Don't know how I feel about this, but for now we're just going to run it like this. Because Teferi just makes counters not very good, and Teferi's all over the place. Same with Chemist's Insight, so I took one of them out. 4 sweepers. Actually, I might go up a Cleansing Nova. Oh no, I can't. No. Alright, you didn't see that. You did not see that. I was going to say I'm going to go up a Cleansing Nova and down a Settle, because if your opponent has Teferi, you can't cast Settle. And again, Teferi's all over the place. Other than that, yeah, bunch of lands, nothing special. Actually, might have to switch the colors around. You know, there's more. Oh, wait, no, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. Swap the basic numbers. 2 Narsets reversal. You know, bounce your opponent's Nexus of Fate, cast your own. Dovin's Veto, because it's really good. The other 2 Teferis because of Nexus and, I guess, opposing control decks. Which there aren't too many of. 3 bindings. Hard for Grixis to deal with in particular. War Leader in Lyra. I was going to do more Lyras, but I think War Leader's decent against red. Like, it can block and soak a burn spell. If it ever gets to swing against red, it's also pretty good. And you can kind of surprise your opponent. It's kind of like your Legion War Boss or Goblin War Boss equivalent, because I'm not Jeskai or Esper, anything like that. Although I guess I don't know what Esper's would be. Any hoodles, let's go through a constructed event. You know me and my control. Can't stay away for it too long. I even had a Nexus of Fate in here for a while, if you remember that. This deck has gone through a lot of different variations. Don't think it's gonna do too well, unfortunately, but it really just depends how many times we play against Teferi. Ruthless 01. It was funny. Alright, no white mana, but we do have a treasure map, and we're on the play. I could surprise my opponent by playing Karn's Bastion turn 1, but I'm not going to do that. This also proliferates the counters on treasure map, if that ever comes up. I mean, that's a lot of mana, but I guess you can do that. Guess you can do that. Ooh, a blue-red deck. Okay. Alright, let's play our treasure map. Good thing we drew a white source there. Now we just need another blue source. Hopefully you have time. Oh, this is Grixis. Okay. So, Thought Eraser. I don't think there's anything else it does on turn 2. Never mind. It plays a 2-mana 2/2. That I can't bounce with Teferi. That's pretty cool. I guess I'll shock myself to leave up Absorb. Although it should be pretty obvious that I'm doing this for my opponent. Of course, got the Teferi, and now one time I'm going to cast it, it doesn't do anything. Well, at least we get to cast Chemisters this game. We don't have to worry about Teferi, which is really good. Maybe they'll play something that's counter-worthy. What does this do? It's a 2/2, and then when it enters the battlefield, they get a treasure token. I'll just counter it. I think I'm just going to counter anything, really, because we have plans to do other things. The land is good here. I could have just not countered that, honestly. I did have Settle the Wreckage. I don't know how much I care about their mana, and apparently I'm getting punished for it, because I'll definitely counter this. Okay, well, we found something to discard and get rid of an island. Now it's a matter of if they're going to swing with it. I don't think they're going to swing a Nicol Bolas, though. My money's on them not doing that. So we have to find Cleansing Nova. Blast Zone's good. Blast Zone's good. Maybe they'll think that's my strategy for dealing with Nicol Bolas, and now they will swing. I'm just going to try to hastily blow this up where it flips in their head, instead of just settle the wreckaging. Nope. I guess they're going to respect it. Means I can't cast Chemisters, though. Which means... I mean, I can't, yeah, I probably have to just look for Cleansing Nova. If my opponent's not going to swing... Oh, that does it. That does it. I'm actually going to keep this. I'm going to keep that. Let's see, do we want to get rid of anything in our hand? Guess we can get rid of this island. Also, Teferi does bounce this, but that's not really the best option. Best game plan there. I'm going to do 3. Well, we did actually just find... Okay, yeah, we found the answer. Because we can counter this on the when it comes back down. We don't really care about Teferi living or not. It just incurs a little bit of value, and that's all we can really ask for. Or I guess in this instance it undoes the Nicol Bolas value, because we discarded a card to it. Well, actually, no, that's not even true, because the Chemister's Insight took care of that. And there's the answer to the Absorb. Actually, we couldn't even cast Absorb. I didn't even realize that. I did not even realize that. Because we had 2 colorless sources. The only 2 colorless lands in the deck, too. That sucks. Good thing they didn't cast Nicol Bolas, though, I guess. They do now know about Settle, though. They take the counterspell that we couldn't cast. Did they have a second black source? Apparently not. Apparently not. We're going to lose Teferi, but that's fine. We can bounce this as well and then get that back, but... Well, we will have the mana next turn to bounce Absorb. I'm pretty sure they're just going to... Okay, no, they're not going to swing it to Teferi. Interesting. It isn't doing anything for 2 turns. It's not like we have a sorcery speed spell in our deck that we want to cast in their turn. They can just keep it locked down with the freebooter or something like that. Well, they have to be wary of this. What's going on here? Varric's Bladewing, or it's a 4/4, and if you kick it, it's a larger than 4/4. I can't do that. Alright, well, plus, hopefully they don't have another freebooter. I could play Teferi and leave up Settle the Wreckage, but then the problem is they cast Nicol Bolas and it flips immediately. Well, they need 1 land, but that's honestly pretty likely. Let's see, I could just... How much mana do I have? Because of the treasure map. 1, 2, 3. But I have to tap a land to do that. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Untap 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 5 mana. I can't Settle and Absorb, and that means I'm going to lose one of these 2. I think that's fine, actually. Forcing them to answer this is probably fine. Because they have to be wary of Settle the Wreckage. Probably not so much anything else, though. Let's do this. Do we need another land? I think we actually... No. We need to find a Cleansing Nova or something. Could play this now. Block there. But no, I think I need to draw cards and to look for, like... a Cleansing Nova. It's funny, this is a game where we would actually want 4 Cleansing Novas, 3 Settle the Wreckages. Sarkhan? Okay. Can still cast yeah. Sarkhan castings. They can still cast Nicol Bolas with the mana, because Nicol Bolas is a dragon. Use a Durgo. I imagine they're gonna... No. Okay. Really? What? Okay, so they're really respecting Settle the Wreckage, I guess. Seems kind of just a little weird. I think you want to at least attack with another creature. Because Settle the Wreckage isn't going anywhere unless you force it out of my hand. And not applying more pressure means I have more time. You really don't want to give your opponent time. You just kind of have to accept sometimes you're going to get hit by something. Like, you don't have to swing at the freebooter. You can swing at these two, though. At least attack Teferi. Unless they're trying to really close the game out, which it seems like they are. Also, it seems like they're just absolutely uninterested in casting Nicol Bolas. They plus Sarkhan and just didn't do anything. Okay, well, I was blessed.
Keep up the pace.
Search for Escanta is really good. I guess another treasure map is as well. I think I'm going to cast Kefnet, though. Yes. And pass. Oh, wait, no. Oh, no, I forgot to plus the other Teferi. Oh, well. Let's hope it doesn't come to bite me in the butt. Would have been nice to bounce something next turn, though. Would have been real nice. No one saw that. I guess another thing about this Teferi is I can plus and cast Cleansing Nova on my opponent's turn. So maybe, yeah, if you like this deck, just, if you want to copy it for how it is, just replace one Settle with a Cleansing Nova. You have Teferi, and your opponents have Teferi, and both of those instances benefit you from having Nova instead. Niv Mizzet? Okay. So now we actually do need Cleansing Nova. So this is like Grixis Dragons or something weird, with some odd early game disruption. I guess Knight of Mal's just because Teferi's in Standard. And then Kite Sail to, I guess, take Teferi or something? I don't know. Well, we can't really cast Settle here because they'll draw a card. If they swing all out, we take 4. Block that. Are we flipping Escanta? We are not. Flipping Escanta. Also, we're not close enough to ultimating Teferi. We have a bit of a problem here. Chemisters. Oh, I can reveal it off a Kefnet. Alright, so they're going to get some Niv Mizzet pings, but that's fine. We just got a second Chemisters. That's really funny. They're probably going to ping... They could ping my face. I'm getting kind of low. Yep. That's exactly what they do. There's the Cleansing Nova. So I'm going to try to attack, see if they block with Niv Mizzet. I think they will. There's really no punish to doing that. Alright, well, let's plus this first. Alternatively, I can do it on my opponent's turn. Don't know if that's too relevant. Just Cleansing Nova on my opponent's turn, rather. That's what I meant. Like, if they have a counterspell, it's bad, but I don't think they do. And we do have a counter to fight back. And it's not like they're going to draw more cards when we do this, unless they find something that actually draws cards. I don't know how many cards in their deck draw cards off of Niv Mizzet. It doesn't seem like a lot at all. Let's see. Cast a treasure map, because Teferi's going to untap 2 mana. And then pass. Yeah, we're going to pass. This also means I can discard 1 less card because of the Kite Sail freebooter. Of getting this back to my hand. Yeah, discard. Search. Okay. They do get a ping here, but we'll live. We have not gotten to use the Karn's Bastion, but it's actually in a good spot right here. It's not in a bad spot. They kind of have to go after Teferi if they can't kill us. So I guess in response to the Karn plus, I'll have to sweep the board. Because that's another ping. And it's getting a little bit dicey. We already gave them a free one. Yep. Yes. Let us do this. Actually, I shouldn't hit resolve all. So doing it on their turn gave us a ping, but it means we discard one less card because of the Kitesail freebooter. Getting back in Absorb. Put Kefnet back.
Bolus told me I should
We
do
have
this.
double counter. 1, 2, 3. We do not. We have one. Hopefully they don't go like Kitesail Nicol Bolas. That'd be kind of annoying. They know about a counter spell, so I'm gonna assume the first card is a bait spell if it's not crazy. Okay, well we kind of have to counter that anyways, so let's do that. Kind of have to counter that. And it's good to know about. Although I should have expected it. I mean, this is a Grixis Dragon deck. It would make sense you have the Dragon Planeswalker. We actually have Teferi's ultimate next turn with the Karn Proliferate and then immediate ultimate. Wow, that's awesome. I just noticed that. Let's see if our opponent catches on to that. Oh, that's so cool. Can ultimate Teferi, exile Sarkhan, or wait for them to play something and then cast Chemisters and exile 2 things, because this isn't going to ultimate next turn. It would have been nice to... Well, we can still do that, actually. Proliferate the treasure map, but I guess we actually can do that because we're gonna do that right now. Okay. Either my opponent saw we were going to do that or just accept that we had way too many resources. So like I said, any Grixis strategy is pretty weak to Ixalan's Binding. Teferi's still probably decent. They even have the hexproof from white thing. I don't think I care too much. What's bad? Settled Wreckage gets a bit worse that they know about it. The Planeswalkers still seem fine. They don't seem to draw more than one card, more than one card, other than Sarkhan. But, or though they did have Niv Mizzet, this totally shuts down Niv Mizzet. But do I care? I think I can bring in better things than that here. Dealing with Niv Mizzet's kind of annoying, but we do have Teferi. Could be a reason to bring in another one. I don't expect these to like survive if I play them. Although maybe. They didn't seem to have an answer to Kefnet, and they seem extremely creature heavy, plus Kitesail freebooter. So maybe they're really, really light on removal. I can just surprise kill them with these. Of these two, I think Lyra's a bit better. It can swing past their dragons and Niv Mizzet as well. It can just swing past everything they do. Also helps me block against Sarkhan. The big, excuse me, the big Sarkhan rather. Spark Double's not bad. You can copy Sarkhan, start making dragons or something like that. Maybe you can just shave a counter spell. No, I'm gonna run it the way it is. I don't want to over sideboard, and our game plan did work that time there. I really wish our opponent didn't scoop though. I really wanted to do the Karn Sebastian finally. Haven't gotten to do that. Ah, good old blue-white control. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. I've been playing Esper Dudes. Esper Doges. I don't know if it's just me, but every time I'm on this screen, when someone's deciding to like go first, it shows my opponent as Teferi, and it shows me as Vivian Reed. Let me know if that's a thing. It's probably my computer. It's probably just poop. We also didn't get to use the Blast Zone. We just had so many resources to like use before we started using our land-based resources, which I guess is a good thing. I suppose that's where you want to be. I was even thinking about bringing in the Citizen land. 4-mana activate, makes a 3/3, I think it's a Vigilance Citizen. And it costs 1 less to activate for each legendary you control. But Kefnet is a legendary, so I could have both Teferis and Kefnet, and it would just cost 1 to activate. And Spark Double, if I had Spark Double in play. Could also do that. Alright, so we should expect Duress. There goes my voice again. Should expect Duress But I think this hand's still fine. Kefnet's extremely difficult to deal with. Well, impossible to deal with, except discard. Okay. Opponent did not want to play Magic. Maybe they regretted keeping their hand or something. Or just didn't want to mulligan. I don't know. It's not like their deck is that bad. We did bring in Bindings, which is really annoying for them to deal with, I must admit. What is it? Something stuck in my thing. Alright. Sure. Plampkin. Playing against Plampkin. He's playing mono red. How interesting and unique and fun. I'm gonna play this land. And then hopefully get another blue source so we can cast Absorb before we die. Hopefully Settle the Wreckage does something. Spark Double probably won't do anything. Oh. Alright, well. This is the best opener possible. That is not what we were looking for. They have a land for the Chain Whirler? Yep. Okay, play a Plains, have Settle next turn, I guess. Oh. More crazy value. Okay. I could copy Chain Whirler, but I don't think that's doing anything. I don't think so. Like, you just kill it with a burn spell and we just take 5 anyways, so... I'd rather copy Chandra. This, yeah, I guess. I don't know. Hopefully they don't go crazy here. Oh, look, it's Chandra. Probably actually just gonna minus on it with Teferi. Lightning Strike's gone. Yeah, let's just gonna minus. They have another Chain Whirler or something, whatever. Can't really let my opponent draw 2 cards a turn. Opponent has seen 4 times as many cards already than us in a mono red deck. Oh look, the Chain Whirler. Okay, well, need a blue source. We do have a arguable answer in Spark Double, so I guess I'll just run it out. Not really much of an answer. Wait, what? Oh, it's what I control. Oh, well, shame concede. Probably gonna die anyway. I thought I could clone my opponent's stuff, but I guess not. I should read my cards. I guess it would be strictly better than clone if that was the case. Oh, looks like we're dead no matter what we do. Yep. I guess we could have had a counterspell, but didn't seem to matter anyways. Teferi, take out the more expensive one. Spark Double seems difficult because apparently we can't copy our own stuff, or opponent's stuff rather. Get rid of Sinister. Narset doesn't seem very good because apparently our opponent doesn't actually draw cards. They just exile them and then can play them from exile. So Narset's not very good. Ugin's expensive, but it can blow up Chandra. Treasure Map seems really slow. Let's take one out. Whatever. Mono red. The only deck that I really don't like. I don't even have a problem with Nexus that much. Mono red is so uninteresting. Sure. Just need white mana. See how many decisions we make this game. I should probably scry for land on my upkeep, but I don't think it matters too much. I'm not going to bother. Maybe we draw like something. Oh look, another light up the stage. Oh, double light up the stage turn 2. And that's something. Sweet, we drew a land. Guess I can bounce the Fire Rune, which they'll just recast. But I might as well get a card out of the deal. It's not like we're doing anything else anyways. I guess I could treasure map crack. Yeah, maybe treasure map would have been better, but I don't know. I doubt it. Just get rid of the Teferi. Or cycle it, rather. Alright, Kefnet's good here. I guess I'd rather play Kefnet, because my opponent's going to just vomit. My opponent's just going to vomit burn on a creature. I would much rather Kefnet die.
My hair is on fire? This is just going to be bad for you.
That doesn't make any sense. Okay. Opponent figures it out. Do we copy this? Yeah, it only costs 2 mana for the copy, so I guess I will copy it. I would have preferred to tap the planes, though. That was my bad. Okay. Can't really swing at Chandra, because then we take 4 from Chandra, and then 5. Maybe we have to do that? No, I'm not going to do that. I was really hoping I was going to draw a colored land. There's only 2 colorless lands. Keep bumping into them.
Let's light it up.
Well, we can kill that with Blast Zone, I guess. What? So they have a 3 mana burn spell they want to snap off? It seems like. Alternatively, I could just block the 1/1 in that case. Kind of need Kefnet around to block this other stuff, so I'm just going to block there. It's a blatantly obvious burn spell. Probably a lightning strike. Let's see. So we're going to scry one here. Don't even know what I'm looking for. Ugin? Need a mana for that one. I guess I have the mana in the treasure map, but a little too slow anyways. There's a land. That's pretty good. So we have double count. No, we have 1 counter spell because again, this colorless source is just destroying our life. Kind of need to play this Leonin War Leader, but I'm just not doing anything. You know what? No, screw this. I'm not sitting through this. I'm salt conceding. I'm not playing against Mono Red. I hate this deck so much. It's half the reason I don't play as much, because it didn't even get worse. It got better with the new set. Chandra's just ridiculously powerful. You can't kill it with damage, which is ridiculous to me. I think the card is... I think it's too pushed. I think it's like the Raptor that got banned from Ixalan. Imagine that wasn't banned in Mono Red. Oh my god. Mono Red's so ridiculous. So ridiculous. So powerful. Can't kill Chandra. And when I'm not killing Chandra and I'm playing defense of the creature, I can't even stabilize because they have just a massive board presence. It's an unrelenting, massive board presence. And they're drawing more than one card a turn. And then in 2 turns they can ultimate Chandra, draw 7, we take 7, and then they just probably kill us with whatever they find there. It's just so completely ridiculous. Okay. So, Abzan? Maybe it's that Dread Horde Planeswalker deck thing. Okay. That's interesting. Interesting. So, of the 2, I think we play a Skanta. Yeah. It doesn't cost mana to do its Surveil thing, and yeah, I think it's just a bit better here. Also means I can leave up a counterspell if I find one. Yep, this just looks like that Dread Horde deck.
I know I noted this somewhere.
Okay, they... Jeez. Nicol Bolas and Sorin, so it's a 5-color Planeswalker deck? That's pretty cool, I guess. Play this, play that, scry. Settle the Wreckage means I don't have to worry about creatures attacking, but I kinda already have that covered. They can blow this up with Vraska, which I'm sure they have some Vraskas in here somewhere. Sorin's an interesting one. Maybe they have more creatures than I would think. Otherwise, Sorin doesn't really do anything at all. And if that's the case, that's a lot of Planeswalkers next to a lot of creatures. They named Teferi, so it is a 5-color deck. Red, green, black, blue, and Teferi's white. Oh, Sorin's white. That confirms it as well.
To the library.
They really want Teferi. There's the Dread Horde. I would blow this up if I had a 5th land, but I don't. I would definitely get rid of these creatures, though. There's the 5th land. So I guess we're just going to run out Kefnet. Could copy Kefnet next turn. I would much prefer to copy Teferi or something, though, instead. Not too many things kill this. Let's see. Blue, blue. What's the cost of Nicol Bolas? Black, black. They can actually just cast Nicol Bolas from their graveyard with Tamiyo. There's nothing I can do about that, though. Alternatively, they can just keep digging for something else. I don't know. I would probably just pick up Nicol Bolas and cast it. Found out Spark Double can't copy it. I guess if it could copy stuff, it would just be played a lot more. Maybe I need Mastermind's Acquisition. Because we don't have Elder Spell. We're just blue-white. I don't own Elder Spells anyways, but... Oh, or they can just do that and have the same outcome. Sorin does give your stuff lifelink, I guess, but none of their Planeswalkers deal damage. Except the Sorin Pig. Put him back. These do swing for 6, but... whatever. Oh, they can just do it again. Okay. They're kind of low on life, but we have no answer to any of these Planeswalkers right now. Or, like, at all. So we can sweep the board so they don't gain a bunch of life, and then we can, I don't think I can beat this. Like, what am I gonna... I'm gonna cast this, Hollowed... Okay, I'm still gonna do this. Sorin minus has something to do, which is not good. We would much prefer this minus have no targets, but apparently that's not the case. Spark Double's totally dead. Maybe they cast Dread Horde again and then go so low that they can't do anything when we sweep the board again. If they just reanimate a bunch of creatures or something.
You will find my notes helpful.
They keep naming Teferi, so I think they're going to keep doing that. They don't have any white mana anymore, but they don't seem to care. I can't beat this. This is ridiculous. Can't beat Nicobola's Tamio. Tamio is going to minus again. They found Vraska. That doesn't answer it. What does Massacre Drill do? Enters the battlefield. Each other creature gets wherever. Okay, no, that's not. I was reading. Whenever creature dies this turn, each other creature gets Massacre. Okay. Okay. I guess Kefnet's my best bet, so I don't think I want to get rid of him. Opponent's at 20 again, so they can just keep doing this. Dreadhorde invasion. Dreadhorde whatever. Yep, no, we're just dead. We're done. They're going to keep infinitely looping these Dreadhorde things with Tamio, and they have enough Explore creatures to where they can just keep Wild Growth Walker around and gaining enough life to loop them around. So we want Binding, and I guess Dovin's Veto, because apparently their whole deck is... I could Narset's Reversal to copy Dreadhorde and Dreadhorde thingy. Don't know the name of it. Maybe that's good enough. What's bad? Spark Double doesn't seem too good. It's hard to keep anything around. Narset's... yeah, it's not too bad. Counterspells seem decent. I'm going to try Narset's Reversal to copy Dreadhorde's thing. Kefnet seems solid. I'm going to maybe shave one of these counterspells. I did bring in 4 Dovin's Vetoes. I think I like Sinister over Absorb, though. If it matters. Have enough sweepers. Keep Teferi. Don't think I care about the small one. Maybe one of these? Oh, they just die to so many things our opponent does. Like, I can try a Leonin War Leader. I mean, just no. Because a Jade Light with 2 counters on it just blocks a War Leader. And your 4-mana card just got totally thrashed by a 3-mana card that actually did something when it came into play. If that is the case, and I'm like, ooh. Well, we can sit back and do nothing until our opponent forces us to cast these, but then we're not doing anything in the meantime. No, I'm going to keep it still. We have a Kefnet, hopefully on turn 4. We have a sweeper as well, and it's just the lands that make this hand a bit questionable. Everything else is pretty solid, though. Hopefully we copy a Dreadhorde, or bounce theirs, and it pretty much counters it because we actually get the stuff out of the graveyard, and our opponent doesn't, as they're in play. So they can't recast it. And Duress. Okay. Of course. Oh, come on. Really? Opponent's like a 500 Planeswalker deck with some creatures, and they still have 2 Duresses in their opener. And they're a 5-color deck and can cast turn 1 Duress. Yep. Go figure. Oh, we have a counterspell they don't know about, I guess. I don't really know what I'm going to counter on turn 3. Maybe Jade Light? I mean, they need to have a second green source, though. Okay, well, I have to counter that because counterspells don't do anything once that's in play. Actually, well, no. Teferi still makes sense because it turns off half my deck. Oh, let's counter that too. Okay. Can they nickel bowl us? Oh, great. No, they can't. Get this thing. Teferi. Oh, nope. Can't cast that. Dovin's Veto. That's a good pickup. Alright, come on. Go for a Dread Horde. Don't think about the Narset's reversal. Untap Source Dreadlord. That's a lot of Shocklands. I guess that's not a Shockland, actually. This would be a deck I'd want to try. I was playing it a bit earlier, but I only have one Dread Horde's reverse. Dread Horde. I can't remember the name of it. Okay. I don't really care about that. I'd rather not take the shields down, because if I do, my opponent gets... Actually, they don't get that much. Oh, we did put a Teferi in the graveyard, yeah. And they just moused over our graveyard, so I'm not going to cast anything. How scared am I of that last card? Don't know. Alright, fine. If they have it, so be it. They only have one card left. They did look at our graveyard, but I'm gonna hope they just don't have it. So I can, like, do things. Okay, they don't have it. They have a way to pick up, probably Teferi to bounce this, but that's not too frightening. Because we can just recast it, and then they can't do that again. And it means we can immediately kill Tamiyo.
The past is never forgotten.
I'm known for my excellent timing. I'll protect you.
Because now Tamiyo's too weak to survive. Well, it could do Teferi now, but then we can't leave up Dovin's Veto because they have Teferi in play. So, Kefnet it is. Really need this Kefnet to stick around and start killing these Planeswalkers.
Oh, I've done the hero thing before.
Seek and find.
Well, they named Teferi every time last time. Wonder if they do it again. They do. I think they would much prefer to name the Dread Horde card, though. Because what do they get rid of? These two back-to-back again? Okay. Oh, they're mousing over their graveyard, so I guess they have the Dread Horde. Of course they do. Great.
I'm known for
Cool.
my excellent timing.
Of course. Well, we got annihilated. We got totally annihilated. That sucks. Look at that. The server's trying to register what just happened to us. Okay, so Teferi just it just like I had the answer to the Dread Horde, but Teferi means I don't have the answer to the Dread Horde because I can't cast spells on my opponent's turn. So, once again, it's all the fault of Teferi that I can't do anything. What happened? Oh no. Wizard just like, no, you didn't win. We can't register the loss, it was too intense. Really? What's going on? Okay, well, I'll open a pack instead. Oh no, it looks like the game's just crashed. Did I lose internet? I did not lose internet. What's going on? No, I didn't lose internet. Oh, crap. Yep, the game's just not dealing with it. Alright, well. Wait. Oh. I guess. Alright, well, I was gonna go look at the deck and talk about the cards, but we can see the issue with certain cards, and this is kind of why you don't see control anymore, which is a huge shame and really disappointing. there's two cards in particular. I should say one card and one deck. Mono red has gotten better because of Chandra. You have to like have Spark D-Spark or Ixalan's Binding or what's that? The thing that you could, the Pithing Needle, the 2-mana 1 Sorcerer Spyglass, naming Chandra. You have to do something that involves not dealing damage to her. Otherwise, she's a 4-mana deal 5 because you have to deal these 5 damage to kill her, or you have to counter her. But the problem with having counter spells in your deck is now you're just totally weak to Teferi, like that last game. I had absolutely no way to stop them from just casting the Dreadhorde thing. In fact, that's probably why my opponent kept naming Teferi with the Tamiyo, because they knew once they get Teferi in play, I cannot do anything at all to stop them from just casting the Dreadhorde, and I would just die to it. So yeah, you can't really play counter spells. You just can't really play counter spells, and then that kind of inadvertently makes Mono Red a little bit better. Although Mono Red never really cared about counter spells, so it doesn't really matter. Can't really play Settle the Wreckage because of Teferi. Teferi is just so... Teferi and Mono Red. But I have more of a problem with Mono Red because if everyone's playing Teferi, then we'll all just play like hyper value sorcery speed decks and the world will be fine, I guess. But I can live with Teferi because it removes Nexus of Fate. I can't live with Mono Red because it's been in the game for so long. But anyways, I guess we can't see our reward. Was just like, no, you don't deserve it. And thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what you think of the deck. You know what I think about it. Kind of disappointed. We had a couple cool games there, but none of it didn't matter. I should say one cool game, the game we won. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you next time. Peace. Oh man.